So River Hoopers Basketball Club finished third last year in the Basketball Africa League. This year, obviously, they are going for a higher position. It only gets better with the way the team has been performing and preparing so far. You know that they are ambitious, and with an alpha male talking about Coach Ogo O'Dowd leading the team, they are on a mission and they are planning to make a very huge statement this year. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining this episode of TheBal. My name is Ojo Boycho and I'm Coach OJ. Today I'll be reviewing the performance of River Hoopers Basketball Club so far in the ongoing Basketball Africa League, which is taking place in Rabat, Morocco. I'm talking about the Kalahari Conference. So River Hoopers Basketball Club finished third last year in the Basketball Africa League, and this year obviously they are going for a higher position. It only gets better, and with the way the team has been performing and preparing so far, you know that they are ambitious, and with an alpha male talking about Coach Ogo O'Dowd leading the team, they are on a mission and they're planning to make a very huge statement this year. So taking us to the first game of the championship, as third place winners last year, they needed to make a huge statement, which they did. Talking about the game against TheBal, I knew they were going to win, but I was not expecting a blowout victory, and it was amazing. Looking at the stats, I don't need to overemphasize, but we played obviously better than the team and we won them. Yes, so if I say we, I'm referring to River Hoopers Basketball Club. And in the second game against the home team, which is FUS to Rabat, it was a very close game. At some point they were leading, at some point we're leading, but in the last minutes we're able to take the lead and eventually we won. We're just going to look at the numbers of those games briefly and to see how we played against the teams. In the first game, so I'll give us the cumulative stats of the team, and then we'll also look at individual players. So interestingly, they had more assists, which I think they were passing the ball around better than us, better than we did, and they had more steals as well. But in terms of rebounds, we out-rebounded them, and that's shout out to Olisemeka and our homeboy Onyebuchi Vincent. I mean, they did great. They did great in the back door. Also Putney and every other player on the team, and our star boy on the team, talking about Madut Akek, the South Sudanese, who's like our he's like the best player on our team. And Coach Ogo has a very big eye for good things, and I'm sure that's how he was able to spot and scout Akek to the River Hoopers Basketball Club. Yeah. So if it comes to field goal, free throw attempt, and 3-point percentage, we generally played better in the first game. I mean, obviously we're better than them. But it was a great game, and it was a huge statement that the Kingsmen are out for more. In that first game as well, I think it is very important to highlight Onyebuchi's performance. Sorry to be biased for our home-based players. I mean, but those are the guys that truly represent us, and those are the guys that we resonate better with. Now, I'm not trying to discredit the other guys, or I'm not trying to create a division. All what I'm trying to do is to also put a spotlight on some of our guys that may not, really get as much attention that I feel like they deserve. You understand? So shout out to Onyebuchi. He played great, and everybody could tell that he did well on defense and even on offense. He played about 15 minutes, had about 6 points and 7 rebounds, which was great for the time being that he played, and then he was able to cover up for the other guys that were doing most of the job. So game 1 was a great game, and we had it in the bag. Heading into game 2, when we played against the home team, I mean, I was watching that game with a couple of basketball family members, and it was really exciting. Yeah, so the game actually kept us on our toes. At the end of the first half, I think we were down by 2 points. Yeah, and it was very dicey. But in the end, I think in the last minutes, we were able to get back in control, and we won. The best player for the game was still Madut Eket with 25 points and 8 rebounds. And Olisemeka, I mean, that guy is not getting mentioned enough, but he's doing a lot. And in the second game, he had 10 points and 13 rebounds. Let me mention that he's the only player in the River Hoopers team currently that is averaging a double-double, like double digits in points and double digits in rebounds. Now I'm going to talk more about it when I head to the players average. I'm going to highlight like the top 3, top 5 players at the end of this video. We had more rebounds, great field goal attempts, and our free throw percentage was really bad. We shot about 40% from free throw, which is bad. I'm going to mention somebody's name again, but let me not spoil the good that he has already done. So heading into the third game, before the game, there were speculations that this game was going to test the true strength of the team, that's of River Hoopers Basketball Club, and it really did. We played against Al Ittihad of Egypt. Sorry if I got the name wrong, but Al Ittihad, those people really hit us hard. I mean, we lost like 20 points to them, but no shaking, because I know it's a good thing that we faced them now, and we faced a better team, and also to take a loss at the early stage of the tournament, so it helps the coaches and the players and the team as a whole prepare better. And the numbers for that particular game was really, really interesting. I mean, the most striking one for me was, or the most revealing thing for that game was, it seems like we're undersized. No shades, no hate intended, or no discrediting of the players playing for the River Hoopers, but they out-rebounded us big time. I mean, the margin was so big, so huge. We had a total of 28 rebounds and they had about 39 rebounds. So it was clear that they out-rebounded us, and they had more offensive rebounds than we did. So basically that's like one of the areas in which they outplayed us. They had more rebounds. Even their guys were getting more rebounds. And then the second aspect was, I don't think we had an answer to their offense. Like, it was great. Those guys hardly missed any shot during that game. And there's this particular guard on the team that was really, really outstanding. Sorry, I might not get the name correctly, but Kyle Venalis. That guy was crazy. I mean, had a total of 26 points, and I think at some point in the game he went like 5 out of 7 shots. So that's like very, very, very high percentage shot. And the rest of the team too. It was like every open shot they had, they were knocking it down. And I noticed that we had to switch from zone defense to playing man-on-man, from playing man-on-man to playing zone defense, but those guys were just good. I mean, they were so good. We couldn't stop them from outside, we couldn't stop them from inside. So it's bad that we lost, but it's also good because I believe right now it has exposed, the team itself, and also given us a chance to expose us also, helping us to see where we can improve and step up, because the Kalahari conference is just one phase, and interestingly, we have already made it to the main tournament. So everything we're doing now is in preparation for the main event. Now, the fourth game, which was like the ceiling game, to certify or to guarantee our spot in the main event, played back against the home team. Talking about FUS Durabat. That game was really, really an interesting game. If you missed that game, I urge you to go back to YouTube and rewatch the game, because there's no amount of explanation that will make you get the scope of how that game actually went down. I mean, River Hoopers players came out really, really hungry. I mean, maybe because they were angered from the loss against Al Ittihad, but they played great from the beginning till the end of the game. They were on their A game. They were diving loose balls. They were, taking all the fast breaks and getting blocks. I mean, in the last 30 seconds of the game, Putney had one incredible block. I mean, I felt like it wasn't necessary, but he was like, nah, not in my watch, not under my watch, not in my house, so it was really a beautiful game. And if you missed that game, I really urge you to go back and watch that game. I'm going to go to the players average, talking about the River Hoopers player. I highlight the top 3, top 4, top 5 players on the team. Yes, and to see how they are performing on average. I'm gonna shock you guys. Why? Because I want to mention my own favorite player on the team. And I mean, it's going to contradict with a lot of yours. I can guess yours easily. But when I mention mine, it might not be surprising to a couple of people that really understand basketball and how and the impact of role players, but some of you guys that just watch the game in a certain way, might not really appreciate this player that I'm going to mention as my own favorite player. Talking about Olisemeka, the only player that is averaging almost, if I had my way, I would just add in the 0.2, to make it double. He's currently averaging 9.8 points and 11 rebounds. That's across 4 games anyways. Yeah, across 4 games. I'm sure he would comfortably be on an average of double at the end of this championship. I believe so strongly. Yeah, but looking at how he plays, and how he complements the other guys on the team, and then how his charisma, how he carries himself on and off the court, very quiet guy, I mean, he's a deliberate businessman. He does his job like he should do. Yeah, so he's like a very, very key and very important player on the team. And his role on the team cannot be, underestimated. But even though he is my favorite player, I still have little, very one small thing. Olisemeka, please. We need those free throws. Please, I beg you. Score free throws, please. I don't mind. You guys can fly me to Rabat and I'll rebound for you to, practice your free throws more. But we need them. Honestly, we need them. And I love you. Shout out to Olisemeka. And your own favorite, you that is sitting on the other side and pressing your phone from that side. Yeah, you. I know your favorite player is Amayo. Fantastic player. I mean, he's like a very important, he plays a very important role on our team because, I mean, nobody moves the ball faster than Amayo. That guy is like he has skates on his legs. 2 seconds, he's already at the rim. I mean, so he scores a lot of fast break points for us. He's like one of the best scorers that we have. So I know he's your favorite player. And then you, that other boy, that you're standing there like that, I know is Akets, that is your favorite player. I mean, that guy is wonderful. He's wonderful. So just to give you their numbers, Amayo is playing 36 minutes on an average, and he's averaging about 17.5 points per game and 6 assists per game and 3.8 rebounds per game. Then Madut Akek, sorry, I've been saying Akek instead of Akek. Pardon me, it's not my tribe. Oh well, I just stick to Madut. He's playing an average of 35 minutes with 19 points on average and 8 rebounds on average. That's across 8 games. I mean, if you look at it, Madut is like the LeBron of our team. He's like the well-rounded, all-rounded player. Offense is there, defense is there. He's like a point forward and is a great shooter. I mean, he plays beautifully well. Plays fantastic basketball. So those are the top 3 guys on the team. Maybe you have somebody else who's a favorite player. I want you to put it in the comments. And if any of these guys are your favorite players, please put their name in the comments, tag them in the comments, and let's see who has more fans? Is it Madut Akek? Is it Amayo Kevin? Is it Olisemeka? Is it Okiki? Is it Buchi? Is it Johnson? Let's share it in the comments. Who's your favorite player on the current River Hoopers basketball team? Now, heading into the main event. So after the team was confirmed to have qualified for the main event, there was a statement I saw from the head coach talking about Coach Ogo Odaudu. I mean, there's no doubt he's currently the best coach in Nigeria, and to me the best in Africa as well. You know, he won Coach of the Year last year, and from what I'm saying, I won't be surprised if he gets to win it for the second time. So this is a statement from the head coach talking about Coach Ogo Odaudu. It feels really good to qualify for the finals again. It is the highest level of basketball in Africa, and everybody in Africa wants to be there. I'm really, really happy that we are there now. We hope to take some time off to celebrate. Yes, I agree with you, coach. Enjoy every moment, you know, every milestone counts. So enjoy the moment. Let's celebrate. We have qualified to the main event. Now, here's the second part of his statement. Right from the get-go, our target was to make the playoffs. Now we have made the playoffs. We are going to get greedy. I like that. So yes, Coach Ogo is ambitious. We came in third last year. We're hoping that we're going to go a step further. Now, let me tell you something interesting about Coach Ogo. He's ambitious, but never too ambitious. I remember last year when he said, okay, yeah, after they qualified for the final phase, all he said was they were gunning for a podium finish. You know, like nothing too much, but they just want to gone for a podium finish. Then they came third. Now he's saying they want to take it a step further. I mean, it won't be bad. It won't be bad to see River Hoopers play in the finals of the BAL. I mean, they almost made the finals last year, but I think it's steadily getting better, or steadily growing. I think the progressive story is more interesting. So they were third place last year, and we're looking to have them in the finals this year and hopefully win the championship. If you want to see River Hoopers in the finals, put hashtag BAL finals, hashtag River Hoopers in the comment section. Let's see how many people here are supporting the River Hoopers basketball club. This conversation I was going to have, but definitely I think it is best to have a couple of other people on the show. I'm talking about the next episode that you're going to see. A couple of people are going to join me, and then we're going to discuss this extensively. Yeah, talking about the correlation between this current Basketball Africa League team that is in Rabat and will be in South Africa, and you know, the current situation of basketball in the country. This is a very controversial conversation, so it's not something I can discuss on my own. So if you want to be if you're interested in that conversation and you want to see how other people's opinion and maybe possibly contribute, make sure you watch the next episode of The Bounce. As always, I am OJ and your favorite basketball person. So see you on the next one. Peace out.